What's up, everybody? It's the man here. Rhode Island Red Rooster, one of the original Road Warlords. And as always, bringing you the knowledge and dropping the science in this industry of what we call trucking. Same as always, when you come in, give me a sound check. Let me know everything's okay. All right, Mr. Bub, what's going on? Uh, I guess as y'all seeing stuff, I'm still here in the truck. This was the week I was actually supposed to go to. This was the week where I was supposed to go to California and everything, and so I put the trip off. Right, Mr. Cunningham, what's going on? Yeah, I put the trip off to the 1st of December. Yeah, I put the trip off to the 1st of December. That was because uh, right now, the money's really coming in consistently and stuff. And so, the whole purpose of me taking the time off was so that I can get the transmission worked on and stuff. I mean, it's not like the transmission is, you know, I don't have the numbers. I don't have the number 3 and the number 7, but it hasn't messed anything up and stuff as far as like the complete operation. So they were gonna have the truck a week. So since I was down a week, I didn't want to be back and forth at the shop. So that's why I was saying I was gonna go to California then. But it's just with the consistency of stuff of money coming in, I'm like, let me just do one more month and then, cause the shutdown, the shutdown and stuff for that week, I would lose that week of revenue and stuff, and then when I get back in the swing of it next week, I'll still be making that money, but then that money will have to go towards catching up expenses from that week I took off. So I'm like, I wasn't ready for that. So that's why I said I'm gonna work one more month and stuff. But this year has definitely been a year of surprises and stuff like that. But one of the most important goals that I was reached and stuff. And so now, since everybody's out here, posting up about their paychecks and stuff like that, I got a challenge, because I've always said this is stuff about people being in lease programs and how they shouldn't get comfortable in those programs. But being that people want to consist on posting checks and saying, well, hey man, I'm making this, that, or whatever, or people putting in efforts about trying to debunk this carrier or that carrier or whatever. So my challenge is the 8-week challenge. And that is, if you're making $5,000, right, and you're posting it up, one of the things that I always talk about is consistency. It's one thing to post up a good paycheck, but then is there consistency with those checks that you're posting? Because if it's there and you understand it from a business, if you understand it from a business platform, that what you should be doing in 8 weeks, which is 2 months, is that you should have more than enough money to take care of everything that you need to take care of on your business side. What you're showing is that if there is consistency, then that's a carrier that you want to stay with, because obviously they're giving you the business necessary for you to put away capital, and the capital necessary for you to move towards these things in your business. So in 8 weeks, if you're doing 5,000 in 8 weeks, that's $40,000. So if you're just getting started, it's not enough for you to set up a portfolio, not yet, but it's enough for you to say, all right, let's move to step 2. Because a lot of people complain, a lot of people say, well, you're in the lease program and stuff for one or two things. Either you have bad credit, or you don't have any capital. And because of those things there and stuff, if there's a consistency that's coming in, because some people want to sit there and, like I said, I call it trucking game too. cause it's almost parallel with dealing. You know, I ain't gonna break into the science of that, but I mean, um, but you know, that's what I say there and stuff, man. Is that if you're making 5,000 consistently or 4,000 consistently, then you see, you know, um, you have enough money to move towards the next step. So, what is the next step? Then you need to get with someone who got understand about financial literacy. Because number one, you got to have the discipline to say, well, with this money coming in, that this money is based upon me um, moving towards my business ventures. That's it. It's not towards me going out here and buying a car, not towards me buying a car or a house and stuff. That comes later. Right now, it's for me to put the capital together so that I can start eliminating some of this overhead that I might have, and to make sure that the things that I purchase is going to work towards my business. If you're leasing a truck, that's fine, but leasing a truck doesn't mean it's going to do anything for your credit. It ain't going to do anything to your credit. So if you have the money and it's coming in consistently with the same amount of work, then now it's time for you to put your credit to work for you. So you're activating your credit, and your credit is going into your business, so that if you want to later on and stuff, say I want to build a fleet up, then you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait to get the capital and say, okay, yeah, I got to buy the trailer cash, I got to buy the truck cash. You know, you can step in there. You know, if you want to do it on a credit basis, as long as you have the consistency to cover that overhead and make sure that the overhead and stuff is on the low end. That's what makes you profitable. So, you know, it's no sense in sitting there saying, all right, I'm gonna pay $1,200 a week for a truck when I can get the same truck for $1,200 a month. Same program. You know, if I'm in this maintenance program and stuff like that, the only difference is between them and you is your credit. If that's what you want to use, it's your capital. If that's what you want to use. So, you know, what you're doing is that you're eliminating costs to a point to where it's controlled by you based upon what you have specifically. And so when you have that, right? When you have that, hold up, let's see. Yeah, when you have those things and stuff, then you see what I'm saying? This is where you're able to secure things and stuff in your business. You don't have to, you don't have to rely on anybody and stuff like that. You can use your purchasing power. But, you know, if you decide to stay in a lease, okay, use their purchasing power to your benefit and not your detriment. Don't say, okay, well, I'm using this because I don't have any other choice. Use it because if their rates and stuff is better than what you're going to get, then okay. But just don't get comfortable with it. Is what I'm saying. Don't get comfortable with it. Just like all these other companies and stuff, you know, U.S. Express, for instance, they own, you know, I always keep saying U.S. Express own all these other companies and stuff, you know, Smith Transport, Abilene, Arnold Transportation. And so when they decided they're going to go over here and buy equipment, trucks or trailers, they use U.S. Express purchasing power because they get a better rate on tractors and trailers. As opposed to saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go out here on my own and buy my own stuff. You know, hold on, let's see what y'all got up here. I bought my truck cash and my credit cards to back my business if I run out of liquid cash. Okay, yeah, you see what I'm saying? So see that, you know, you understand it. One thing takes care of. Yeah, you know, that's the whole thing of having financial discipline. Yeah, you gotta, you know, when you sitting there, you got a credit card and stuff, and then you got a line of credit of 10,000, 20,000, or whatever. You know, they already expect you to go out there and do something, which is not going to consist of you making the money back and stuff in a hurry. That's why, you know, financing a truck is a lot more easier than getting a car and stuff, because they know that you're getting the truck for the purpose of making money. You're going to put it somewhere to make money for you. But Yeah, that's all it is and stuff, you know. So I mean, if a person is up there posting, or you with a certain guy or a certain carrier, and you're making this type of money and stuff a week, and you're in a lease program and stuff, that's cool. But I shouldn't be looking at you 2 or 3 months later, and you still in that program talking about, you getting all this money and stuff and whatnot. You should be moving towards the next. You should be moving the next step towards business. That's the thing, there and stuff. Otherwise, hey, that's just a false flex right there. Don't sit there and flexing a check, and then a couple days later and stuff like that. You talking about, oh man, I'm quitting the company. I'm quitting the company because of this, that, or whatever. Hey man, get your money to move towards the next step in your business. Don't get comfortable in this position here. You're going from one lease program to another lease program. They're all the same. They're all the same at the end of the day and stuff. It's about how much capital you're going to collect, right, to move towards the next step in your business. You see what I'm saying? Like right now where I'm at, I'm not picking it. I'm not really picking and choosing my loads and stuff. But the question was asked was that you just pretty much do how you want to do. And my answer to that is that, well, if you're talking about making money, then yeah, I am doing what I want to do. It's not so much as the areas and stuff that I want to go, but am I making the money consistently and stuff? And so, that's the name of the game. I mean, right now, it's about riding and getting and stuff, and a lot of people are getting it. They're making the upgrades necessary and stuff. And so, I'll take this opportunity right now, especially now, because,